Hi, my name is Shannon DeVault, and in December 2018, I graduated from APU with a Master's in Physical Education. Today I want to share a little bit about why I went back to school and what helped me to succeed through the Master's program. My son was 13 years old when he was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and this really changed our life. Through the process of learning how to care for him, we also learned how many children in California alone had type 2 diabetes, which was caused to poor nutrition and lack of physical activity. In that process, I realized that I wanted to change my career and become a physical education teacher in the goal to help motivate children to stay physically active for the rest of their life so that they could avoid such diseases or even reverse them. But in order to do that, I had to go back to school. I started looking for colleges that had programs that would fit into my lifestyle and that would help me to do so in a short amount of time. And I found APU to be the right university for me. I was a wife, a mother of 4 children, and still had a job that I needed to continue to work in order to help pay bills while going back and getting my master's degree. APU offered classes in person, they offered classes online, and there were even some classes that part of the time you were in class and then part of the time you met online. And this really was a great fit for our family. Also, the professors at APU were amazing. They were there to encourage me, they were also there to help challenge me, but also when I had frustrations, they were there to help problem solve with me. I remember hearing my professor say over and over again, make sure you upload your picture in your profile. I went ahead and did it, but didn't think much of it. But through my time at APU, I'd met with my advisor either on the phone or through email, but we had never had the opportunity to actually meet in person. But she was great. She helped me through all my issues. She really was amazing. But we never actually met face to face. After I graduated, I went to a conference in February and I actually got stopped by a lady and she's like, I know you. And I was like, okay. And she's like, Shannon DeVault, right? And I was like, yes. She says, I'm your advisor from APU. I'm Dr. Tanis. And I was shocked because we had never met before, but yet she was actually able to identify me in the hallway at a conference. And so the professors really do care about us. They really do know who we are. And you don't get that at every university. Also at APU, I found my classmates to be a tremendous help. We collaborated together, we kept each other accountable. When we had a question and couldn't remember something, we were constantly texting and calling each other and figuring things out together. And even still today, we stay connected. And so they really were a great support system, and I really did appreciate each and every one of my classmates. Besides having a great support from APU, I had a great support team at home, my husband and my 4 children. But that was because we actually sat down and communicated different things. One, we discussed what are we going to have to put on hold, because this is a season of our life that we knew was going to be very busy and it was going to require a huge time commitment from me just to study. And so we made those decisions together. We also looked at how we prepped food, the shopping, chores, all of those things went into consideration, and we just changed those items and we made it work because we decided that we were going to be a team through this process. Even though I was the one going back to school to get my master's degree, we recognized that it really was the whole family that was going through this, and we communicated that to each other. But also through this time, we decided to make sure that we held on tight to date nights, whether that date night was with my spouse or with a child individually or together as a family. But another thing I found to be tremendously helpful to us was at the end of the school year, we decided to take little trips. And it didn't even matter where we went. We just needed that family time together to reconnect, to relax, and just to laugh and have fun. And so I really feel like all those things together really helped in the process of allowing me to be a student and to work hard and get my master's degree. But through this whole process, I have to admit I was scared what was going to happen and how would my children feel afterwards. And I remember after the program and after I had a career change, we went to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp. And we were leaving, and my youngest son, he was like, wouldn't it be so cool if Ant-Man's daughter 20 years later decides to become a superhero and they work side by side together as superheroes? And I was like, that would be great. But why wait 20 years? Why not do that in 5 or 10 years? Because if they wait 20, then Ant-Man's probably going to be in his 50s. And my son looked at me and he said, Mom, you went back to school and became a teacher in your 40s. You can do whatever you want in your 50s. And I thought, wow, we really did go through this together. And so I just want to encourage you, wherever you're at in the program, hang in there, work hard, make sure you have a great support team at home, but also I know APU is there. They'll help you. Reach out to them. Keep working hard. It is a season, and eventually you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. I wish you the best.